before the first date, before any promise of overseas attraction, the process starts with seminars that seemingly deliver a pitch to American men who feel stuck. And leading that pitch sits international matchmaker John Adams, a man who has spent years explaining why some men look abroad in the first place.
It may be a better fit. There's certainly going to be a much more opportunity for a man who's been struggling here to get in front of women, to date women who are actually interested. And that's one of the huge differences. It's not just going to another country and just popping into a bar or something.
And in New York City, that message gets packaged as structure.
But you're not just flopping in the wind. We're there to help and guide you every step of the way.
But even the pitch comes with a disclaimer.
Does going abroad automatically fix that? Is it a panacea? No, that's not how it really works.
For skeptics, this sounds less like chance connection and more like a carefully managed process for men already frustrated by dating.
In the 30 plus years now that we've been doing this, we've never bashed American women or Western women. Modern dating can work. I think that this is an amazing and very effective option.
For anyone curious, skeptical, or somewhere in between, the pitch comes to New York City on April 25th. A chance to see the process and the questions around it, free of charge.
Warning, no man is prepared for what's happening in Cartagena on April 23rd. The city opens the door to unforgettable first dates that create real connections. Meet dozens of stunning single Colombian women during 2 nights of speed dating. Latinas who want to meet genuine foreign men, ready for lasting love. No apps, no swiping, just intimate moments that spark real possibilities. Colombia has a way of bringing the right people together. April 23rd, 2026, Cartagena. One trip and one connection can change everything. Warning, no man is prepared for what's happening in Medellin on May 28th. The city opens the door to real connections and unforgettable first dates. 2 nights filled with dozens of stunning Colombian women, Latinas who want to meet genuine foreign men, ready for something real. No apps, no swiping, just intimate moments that spark real possibilities. Colombia has a way of bringing the right people together. May 28th, Medellin, our Latin tour. One trip and one connection can change everything.
Good evening and welcome everybody to our every other week live webcast about dating in Latin America. Welcome. I'm Maria. I'm your host for tonight, and it's a pleasure to be here. And maybe some of you know, maybe some don't. Maybe you are new here on the channel. So we do this kind of show, this kind of webcast to answer all the questions you might have about international dating, especially in Latin America and Colombia. I'm a matchmaker. I'm here helping couples to find each other, hopefully, to be happy and to start a relationship, a serious relationship that leads to marriage. That is most of the cases in our couples. And obviously, this is a whole process. Obviously, you're not going to get married tomorrow, right? But it's about meeting the right person to make that, let's say, put the base there, right? And then you two obviously make it happen and see if you two are meant for each other. So tonight we're going to talk about different things as usual. We have going to talk a little bit about in the beginning about our tour dates we have in the next couple of months. Next one is Cartagena, actually in 2-3 weeks on the 23rd of April. So if you have some question about the tours, how the tour work, anything around the tours, single tours, then let me know. We have social events on those tours, and it's a very fun experience because you're going to meet different people and make real connections. And so we have the tours. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. We're going to have a little testimonial from one of our dates and couples that met on one of our Medellin tour. That was James and Lucero. So very excited about showing you that. It's a 4-minute video I'm going to show you in a minute. And then also we're going to do the featured. I have a new featured girl, and I'm going to show you what is the featured girl, because we say, what is the featured girl? So it's one woman we pick usually per month that we that is really motivated to find somebody that would really help to show you and like to match, right? And so it's really a good opportunity for you guys because you can write her for free. The first letter is for free, so that gives you the opportunity, like just to try. And then if you get a no, if she's not interested, then at least you tried. Then it is a first step, right, in the right direction. And if Laura, that's the name of our new featured woman, if she's interested, then the idea would be that you two get to know each other, right? So that would be the ideal, let's say, goal. So how can you meet Laura? You can meet Laura later. I would tell you, we will ask Laura as well, but you can meet Laura through different ways. Like you can make a video call with her, right? So if you both have maybe written a couple of letters and like each other, why not talking to each other virtually, like what we're doing right now here? This is a Zoom call. So you can do something similar and get a better feeling for each other, right? Because if you go all the way to Colombia and you're going to meet somebody, it's nice to have an idea who you're going to meet. It's not necessary. We have also men that come into the country and say, hey, I'm here right now, and I would like to go on a date and would like to meet somebody. Is that possible? So obviously in-person meetings are also possible. We send the profile to Laura, and obviously you saw Laura, and then you can also, obviously if Laura's interested to meet you in person, then you go on an in-person date. What is an in-person date? Usually you guys meet in our office. We have offices in Cartagena, in Barranquilla, in Medellin. And usually you meet in our office first, not every time, not always, but most of the cases, 90% meets in the office first. But if it's a Sunday, or we have also women like Laura, she's from Cali. We have women in Bogota. We have women in Santa Marta where we don't have an office. Then we arrange the meeting usually in a restaurant. So you both pick a restaurant where you would like to meet each other, and then we help you to do that. And if you need a translator, we help you to arrange a translator. So if you have questions about that whole process, let me know. That's why I'm here, to help you to answer all those questions. And let me give you a quick overview of our tour days. Let me pull up the website for a moment, so that in case you say, okay, I can do individually, but I also would like to do the tours. What is special about our tours is maybe if you have never traveled to a country like Colombia before and you feel a little bit unsafe and you don't know, right? So in the tour, you have the airport pickup included, you have the hotel included, you have introductions included, you have the breakfast included, you have a city tour included that will show you around the city, and you get to know more about the culture. And it's like a whole package, for the whole week, and you don't really have to worry too much about anything. Basically, you have to only buy a plane ticket and we take care of the rest. You can do extra activities, not only the city tour. We do dance lessons, we do bowling, we go to an island if we're in Cartagena, we do Guatapé if we are in Medellin. So there are a lot of different activities, and you're not going to be alone. That's also a lot of you guys like that idea, that to not be alone, because you can obviously help each other, you can give each other tips, you can support each other. And usually you make friends, not only with the woman, also with the other gentlemen on the tour. And it's usually a really cool opportunity because you're all looking for the same, and you were brave enough to go abroad, because really, like, lots of you are not really taking that last step, maybe to travel. Like, some of you might start a conversation or might do a video call, but then something happens and you're not doing the last step. But if you not travel, if you not go to the country where the woman is, it's going to be very difficult to have a relationship with her, right? Mm-hmm. And less even marry her. So it's necessary to travel. It's necessary to meet, and it's necessary to have that in-person meeting. So that's why the tours are a great opportunity, because you sit and you meet the people one-on-one in dates, and also front of each other on a social event. So that makes it so much easier to find a real connection, because there's nothing in between, right? It's just the two of you. So really, I would encourage you, if you have maybe never traveled to Colombia, if you've never been to Latin America, maybe choose one of our tours as a first step. We have a lot of guys who go individually, and as I said, go on an individual introduction and arrange their own hotel and arrange their own things. But if you would like to have a little bit more support, that's why we have the tours, so that you feel safe, that everything is organized, and that you can meet women in a very safe and very fun also environment. It's like not that, like sometimes when you sit on a date and you don't really know what to talk about, like when you have a translator, when they have the social events, like it's fun, like we break the ice, you dance with each other, you laugh with each other, it's a very beautiful environment. And the women are super approachable. Colombian women are super nice, super friendly, super open, like to talk to foreigners, like to talk to you, want to get to know you. So you're not going to have that, oh, I cannot talk to her or she will be mean. No, the women are super, super friendly, super excited to meet you. So the tours are great. Our executive service, maybe some of you might want to have something more personal, more private, more coached, more help during the, like more deeper. That is our executive service that takes between 3 and 6 months. So you get a much more help from my side. It's much deeper matchmaking. It's like really analyzing every profile, every match, getting to know the person. And it's a great program. You do video calls first and then you meet in person. You have translation included. You have correspondence included. So it's really, really cool. And obviously, as I said, our individual programs where you can go just any time of the year, because our group tours are only on certain dates. The other, you can come any time of the year. Our offices are open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. So Monday to Friday, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you can come anytime to our offices. But if you want to do a group tour, we have the special dates. So the next one, as I said, is 23rd of April, Cartagena. Cartagena is an amazing city. I lived there like for 4 years and it's really beautiful. Like if you want to see a beautiful place, beautiful old town, exotic, warm beaches, palm trees, beautiful women, Cartagena is an amazing place. It's one of the oldest cities in Latin America and the second oldest in Colombia. And it's just super beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So Cartagena. So I just came back from Cartagena. I actually came from Cartagena yesterday. I went on Monday, came back yesterday. And we had a Dutch TV production interviewing us. They wanted to see our office in Cartagena, and they were following Dutch gentlemen in the dating scene. And so they came to visit our office and interviewed me, and it was really cool. So that's why I went to Cartagena and came back yesterday. And yeah, just an amazing city. So just in case that you want to keep that in mind, very touristy, very beautiful. We have Medellin coming up on the 28th of May. Then it's Peru in June, Costa Rica in July. We have Barranquilla also in July, 9th of July. So that would be in August, Medellin. So the next like 3-4 dates for you important: April, Cartagena; May, Medellin, end of May; Barranquilla, 9th of July; and Medellin in August. So just that you keep that in mind. And if you have any question, as I said, related to the tours, Michael is saying, hi, Michael, Medellin in May for me. That's great, Michael. I'm excited. Great that you decide to come. You're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great time. Gojo is saying, I'm going to Colombia this year, probably Medellin. I'm looking forward to the social. Oh, great, guys. That is amazing. Gives me time to get in shape. I'm going in August, gives me time in shape and competitive with the others. Yeah, that's great, guys. If you want to work out a little bit and get ready, get in shape before you come, the women appreciate it. And yeah, really cool. I'm excited that you already decide that you want to visit Colombia. I think it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So I'm sure you're not going to regret it. So let me see what I have on my list. So let's do the interview with James and Lucero, and then we get into our featured girl, and then I show you how the featured girl, how you can write. Then we show you the interview of Laura, and then we have Laura. Let me give her ID number. So in case you don't already look at her profile, it's 222044. Laura 222044. But she will be here in a couple of minutes. So we go first with James and Lucero, and then we start with the featured girl. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Hello guys, here we are again in Medellin in our tour 2026. And here is James. James, how are you? What about you?
Very well, very good.
What about Medellin?
Beautiful city. First time in South America. Couldn't have picked a better place. Basically because of your company.
Yes.
That I chose to come here.
It wasn't a good decision.
Best decision I ever made.
Okay.
People, beautiful people, friendly, culture, just perfect.
And we are here with Lucero. Lucero, ¿cómo has estado? Muy bien. Super. Okay, James, tell me a little bit about your experience yesterday at our social night.
Overwhelming, to say the least, but in a good way. I didn't expect anything like that. It was my first time, and just the people are beautiful, and again, it's just one of the best experiences I've had.
That's great. Lucero, cuéntanos cómo te sentiste con los caballeros, con James. Claro que sí.
Podemos intercambiar culturas y intercambiar idiomas y hablar acerca de nuestra ciudad y lo más hermoso que nos ha podido suceder.
Super, me alegra mucho. James, tell me a little bit, what about Lucero? Yesterday on the table, what about the experience?
Almost got me.
Tell me a little bit about today. We are in Pueblito Paisa. You know, it's a really beautiful place, traditional place, a little town. Tell me a little bit about your date with Lucero.
I couldn't have asked for more. I mean, beautiful, just a good person, kind-hearted, and explaining the culture, the sights. So I have my own personal tour guide.
Yes.
And I'm very happy we met last night. It was unexpected because there was a little snag she had, almost didn't make it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I think a little bit of fate was involved in her making it on time.
Oh,
because
that's
she almost
great.
didn't.
Cuéntanos, Lucero, ¿cómo fue anoche? ¿Qué pasó en la mesa?
Last night it was a good attraction. It's a good feeling good for us and a good experience when we can change the culture with him. I like him. He told me
That he likes you?
he like you. He told me, wow, you Lucero, you are beautiful. I prefer enjoy with you in the lobby for speed, and we drunk tequila sunrise.
Oh, that's great.
And the martini too, and spot with him, maybe in the lobby after the party,
Okay.
2 hours.
That's
1
great.
hour.
After the social, so you spend time, with her,
Yes.
talking a little bit. Okay. Why they should come to Medellin with us with a foreign affair for the next social?
Well, if you're a single man and serious about finding real love with true good people, I couldn't recommend Colombia anymore. The people, the culture, the values that they possess, in my opinion, the best on the planet.
That's great. So, guys, that's James, that's Lucero. Thank you so much. We hope to meet you here in Medellin in our next tour. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed the little testimonial from James and Lucero in Medellin. And now we're going to jump right away so that I can show you how does it work if you want to write our new featured girl, Lara, and I'm going to present you to her in a second. But we also prepared a little video, which you're going to see on the website. It's not yet there. She will be probably tomorrow or by the end of the week, but she will be there for the whole month. So don't worry, right? So there's time. But just that you know how the system works, okay? So let me, Kevin, I will show my screen. So if it's possible to show my screen for a moment so that I can show you if we have Laura, how would the profile look like? So let me show you first Laura's profile, and then I will show you how the featured girl, how that will look like. So let me share my screen for a second. So this is Laura's profile, 22 20 44. She will be just in a couple of minutes here with me live and answering all your questions, guys. So Laura, super motivated to find a good man, a great husband, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about herself, who she is. And so soon you're going to see here, I'm going to be back. Oh God, where am I? Here I am. So soon we will see here, let me show you that on the next slide, where it says write me now, it will say for free. So for example, I will show you our current featured girl. So there you will see on the right side, Diana. You can, I think, not write her for free anymore. That is over, but we haven't changed it. So we have to update the website. That is just, as I said, tomorrow or the day after. But it says featured girl, featured profile, start communication for free. And then you can save write me now. So then you can, and usually you would click here. If you want to, you go click here. And then you get an information how that works, what you have to have. So you must have to have a complete profile on the website. If your profile is not complete, you cannot write her a message, because how can Laura know if she likes you, who are you, if you're not filling out your profile information? So it's very important that your profile is accurate and complete, okay? Just one thing to add, but Laura will tell us a little bit about. Laura is divorced, so we have to update that profile as well. She's not single, she's divorced, but she's divorced since 12 years, I think, 13 years. She's going to let us know in a moment, so that just that you know, but your information has to be accurate and current, okay, and complete. Then also you must have at least one photo uploaded on the site, because also Laura, how can she know if she likes you, if she have never seen a photo of you, right? And you have seen all the photos of her. So obviously you have to have a photo on your profile, okay? And your email address has to be verified by the system. So if you register, you get an email, and then you have to click on the link so that you're registered on the website. Once you're registered on the website and you have those 3 steps in your profile, you can write her, okay? So then you would just click on the button, send a message, and then you would here just write your message. Hi, Laura. Obviously it says Diana right now, but he would say, hi, Laura, I saw your profile. It was really nice to meet you, right? Now it says the price is $9.99. But once the feature is for free, it's for free. So you will not pay, okay? So just that as a background information. And then let's maybe switch to Laura's video for a second so that you get an idea who is she. And then we're going to have her obviously here with me. Laura is already very patient as well, because she's already waiting for me with me here for like more than 30 minutes. So I'm very excited. Laura, as I said, is super nice. And I'm very happy that she's here and that she decided to be our featured woman. So I hope we can help you meet. And so, yeah, let's show you her video, and then she will be back, and then she will be with. Okay, 22 ID number. Let me give you the ID number one more time. 22 20 44.
AFA featured girl, Lara 22 20 44.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm 41 and I'm from the beautiful city of Cali, Colombia. I define myself as a warm, passionate, and thoughtful woman. I have a true Colombian heart. I'm deeply family-oriented, expressive, and affectionate. Professionally, I'm a lawyer with over 10 years of experience in the corporate world. However, over the time, I chose to build something of my own. Today, I run my online brand as a Spanish teacher and digital entrepreneur, sharing not just the language, but the beauty of our culture and traditions of Colombia. I consider myself as an intellectual and creative soul. I love learning, thinking, and expressing ideas. In a relationship, I value emotional connection, loyalty, and depth. But no worries, I can be deep but also easygoing. For me, it's about balancing meaningful conversations with laughter and enjoying the simple moments. I'm looking to build something stable, genuine, and lasting. A partnership grounded in respect, trust, and emotional safety, and a shared vision of the future.
Do you practice any sport?
I'm enjoying staying active to keep a clear mind and a healthy body. I go to the gym at least 3 times per week. I practice Pilates at home, and I take long walks on weekends. I'm also drawn in activities that require focus, so I have table tennis on my list of things to learn.
If a gentleman invites you out,
I honestly enjoy both. What matters most to me is the atmosphere. I prefer calm, comfortable places where we can relax, talk, and really connect.
In what place would you like to live?
I'm open to relocating. Ideally, I would like to live in a safe country where we can build a stable home. But I also value the freedom to travel. Since my business is online, I can stay connected to my Colombian roots while exploring the world with my partner.
Do you have visa?
Yes, I have a current US tourist visa.
Would you like to have children?
I truly love children. I'm a healthy woman and I know that having a baby naturally is a real possibility for me. However, if my partner already has children, I would like to embrace them with open arms and love them if they were on my own. My ultimate goal is simple: to build a happy home full of love and warmth for everyone in the family.
Do you like to cook?
I enjoy cooking healthy, fresh meals when I feel inspired. For me, cooking is an act of love to be shared and enjoyed together, rather than just a daily household chore.
Do you like animals?
I love animals. I have a cat that is my baby and lives with my mom. But in the future, I would love to get a small dog, a companion to pamper and take with me everywhere.
How would you describe yourself in one word?
Creative.
What do you do in your free time?
I like a balanced lifestyle. I'm enjoying relaxing at home, but also staying active and going out. I love reading, traveling, and dating. I've been exploring my artistic side by learning how to sing.
Where would you like to have an adventure?
Anywhere that combines culture and nature. I love exploring charming cities with history or just disconnecting in a beautiful landscape where I can breathe fresh air.
What makes you happiest?
Simple things, peace of mind, feeling safe in a relationship, and sharing meaningful experiences like traveling, music, or art with the people I love.
What would be your ideal date?
I prefer a relaxed daytime date, good food, a nice atmosphere, and a great conversation so we can get to know each other naturally without any pressure.
Do you like to dance? And what music do you like?
Yes, I love to dance. I'm from Cali, la capital de la salsa. Musically, I'm very eclectic. I love English rock and deep house. Actually, one of my dreams is to learn how to mix music on a DJ console someday.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we need you guys a little bit active here to ask like a couple of questions to Lara that maybe have been arising now through the video. And now also I would like to welcome Lara here live with me. Let me repeat one more time the ID number. I should know it by now, but it's 22 20 44. Laura, bienvenida, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Maria. Thank you so much for this opportunity and this invitation to be here and open this window to my destiny.
And thank you so much for being open and to join us tonight. That is really great. And how are you feeling, Laura? Are you nervous? Are you okay? How are you?
Yes, I'm very nervous, mostly for my English. It's not perfect. So I would like to be bilingual, but it's not just completely perfect in this
But you
moment.
speak very well. Where did you learn? Where did you learn English?
I learned in the school. We had English lessons during the school, and as well, my mother put me like on Saturdays in lessons. And my father, he was very old, but he has the mindset of the English. And I, Laura, you need to learn English. You need to learn English. You learn to learn English. And now part of my work is in English because I'm a teacher and I teach Spanish to beginners. So my students, when they arrive to my classroom, sometimes they only can say hola and no more. So I develop my lessons in English
And
mostly.
you teach children, foreign children or foreigners or like, yeah.
Yes, I'm a remote worker. I work online. I have students from all the world, but mostly I work with professionals already. So people in corporations, doctors, and I have a diversity of profiles. This is very fulfilling as well to have so different minds in my classroom, and it's very good because I'm very flexible and adaptable. So that works very good for their tight agendas. You see, so
Well,
we
that's
made it together. Okay, let's go with your Spanish. You need it for the next interview. You're moving to another country. Your CV. So I work with executives in that way too.
well, that's really cool. And Lara, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, who are you? Where do you live? What is your profession? You talked a little bit, but you also told me that you are a lawyer. A little bit your hobbies. Like, let's get to know you a bit, Laura.
Okay, I'm from Cali, Colombia, the capital of salsa. So you are always welcome to my city to enjoy all our culture and the warmth that we share with all our visitors. In this moment, I am an educator, not only in a language as well in culture. So I'm very into showing, museums, history of our country, traditions. So I'm 41 years old, and but I'm a very active person, very balanced in my lifestyle. I'm a person who likes to eat healthy, to make exercise, to be active. But mostly, I'm a very thoughtful and curious mind person. So my passion is to learn new things in different topics. Mostly history, philosophy, psychology, very related with what I do, because I'm an educator. So my next step in my career is to study a master degree in sociolinguistics and investigation. And I'm going to study like the Institute of Cervantes in Spain, but from Colombia. That is named the Instituto Caro y Cuervo de Colombia. So I'm pretty excited for this new challenge that is coming to my life. That is not going to uh, will be a problem because it's an online master degree. So I don't have to be like 100% the time in Bogota. So this is great. And but my profession is I'm a lawyer. So I went 5 years to the law school, and I work in the corporate world like over 10 years, mostly handling contracts with third parties to contribute to the organizations. I work as well in human resources with the labor law, between relations between the companies and the employees. And as well, my last jobs in the law were with data protection and cyber security. So, but I didn't feel so fulfillment, in this field. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility, and I didn't see my whole life working for a corporation. So I changed after the pandemic. It was an awful thing, but as well brought a lot of good things in many fields. So I'm start to study marketing, and I find the opportunity to become an educator and a Spanish teacher. So I'm going there professionally.
So, so you like that more? You like teaching? You like helping? You like that's where you're more passionate about than being a lawyer.
Yes, yes. I'm very altruist. Even my project of thesis for the master degree is about how to plug education with the neuroplasticity,
because I'm a believer that when you learn a new language, to everyone, you open a new roots in your brain, and that is very helpful to things and solve problems in a better way than when you think only in a line. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm very altruist. So my achievements are very inspirational. I would like to inspire others. So maybe I will see myself in the future like a knowing speaker around
Nice.
the world with my experience and the knowledge that I'm getting.
Oh, that's nice. And what would you like to speak about? What would you like to? What topics?
I like to speak, of course, what I'm doing right now. I speak about culture, I speak about Spanish, about Colombian history. Even I developed my own digital ecosystem because I learned by my own to program. So today I'm a programmer in
No, but
HTML.
you're versatile. Wow.
Yes, I feel myself like a multidisciplinary person. So when the people ask me why you do it, for me it's very hard and complicated to explain of this. But I'm using all this knowledge to create my own brand. So I'm working in my personal brand, in my own projects. So I have like my main project is around education, Spanish and culture, but I have another projects because, for example, one of the credits that I'm going to take extra in the master degree are related with, for example, um, creative writing and editorial edition. So if I can live my dreams fly, I would like, for example, to become a editor for streaming channels, because sometimes there are so beautiful productions, but when you see the subtitling and the doubling, that they don't match. And they change it, and they say 44 and they put 25. So I would like to, to give that, to put in the service that skill, to be made the editor for the good writing and grammatics in the streamings, or maybe I will make some production, a book or something. This is how I see myself. It's like in a very academic way, but of course, always with a family around me. How you see? I'm a very focused person, so I'm not too much into to party, to hang up. I prefer to have something very stable commitment with my partner who understand me, who see my talent and who wants to help me to achieve all my dreams. And as well, I would like to do the same for this person.
And so, Lara, if you're not working when you are in your free time, what do you do?
For example, I told you that the last weeks I was watching 2 series from Great Britain. One was The Crown, and the other was Outlander. So, also, of course, I'm not only I'm a very easygoing too, So I try to balance, the energetic times of work with relaxed time because I need it because I'm burnout. So, but it's very fun with the AI because when you are watching The Crown, you say, who is this? And who is the father of this? And who was that king, cousin of whom? So I learned a lot of history too. In between, I was watching these TV shows. But I like as well, I like to make a lot of exercise too. This is my way that I balance my life. Go to the gym, make Pilates, or walk in a walk side in the countryside. Mhm.
And why? I see what the men are asking. I'm asking a lot of questions, but why a foreign man, Laura? Why not somebody from Colombia? Or are you saying doesn't matter if he's from Colombia, if he's from the United States, if he from India, if he's from Australia? I don't care. Or does it have to be a foreigner? Or do you have a preference? Let's maybe ask that.
If I'm here, it's because I'm looking a foreigner,
Okay,
not a
but why?
Colombian.
Why? Why? No, but I have women. But I have women that say, no, I don't really mind. I mean, if I meet a Colombian, great. And if I meet a foreigner, great. As long as that is my person, I don't really care who that is, So not everybody's just saying,
Yes,
oh, it
I'm
has to
open
be
to that. But what I'm looking for more than a husband is a partner in life and a partner in crime too. Someone with a very good sense of humor and as well very conscious. Someone who already embraced his shadow, working his child trauma. Someone very light, very joyful, easygoing. I'm very structured, but at the same way I have the other thing, the soft thing, the relaxed thing, and I don't believe that we can be like that every day. So a person with a conscience of that, respectful, easygoing, is very important for me. Someone who can see, for example, what is going on in our world from the big picture. Not from one side, another side. Someone with an objective mind, who can have an argument about what is going in politics, economics. That for me has been very helpful, because was not like that all my life. um, 10 years ago, I was very empathetic, and I didn't understand how the world used to work, and I was like, I'm so scared about the future and everything. But with all this change of mindset, I think I'm a person that I can live my life with free from a heavy past and fearless from a uncertain future. You see?
nice. And Laura, how are you in a relationship? Like if you are in love and now you have a man at your side, like how are you usually?
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit because my family history is very beautiful, and I'm very grateful with God to have the opportunity to was born in my family, because this is not the reality or for the everyone. Because my father and my mother, they were married for 40 years until my father passed away in the 21. So what I saw, I come from, I can be very open-minded as well for my education, but as well I come from with the traditions, from Colombia. So I saw how my father and my mother, they care each other, and how my mother pampered my father. She was so dedicated to him, and mostly in the last times, because we were next to him, in his sickness, and when he was weak, when he was not to be feeding. And I'm very happy for that, for the parents I have. And so I'm in that way very careful, and I'm very, how to say, kind as well, like approach. I like the touching, but as well, I understand the cultural differences, between can be in the couple when the partner is a foreigner too. So I'm balanced. I can be very emotional, but as well very objective for an argument, for a discussion that we need to have in the important moments. I'm a lawyer, so I always used to put all the pictures, on the table about what can happen in a situation. But this is not a negative thing. This is a something from my education, and it's good. It works. It's very good to be a lawyer in these times.
And you said your love language is physical touch. That's what you wanted to say?
Excuse me, can you repeat
Your
the
your love
question?
language, your love language to you know the 5 love languages?
Yes,
Los
of
lenguajes
course,
del
of
amor.
of
Uh-huh.
course.
Eh,
I
do
love
you believe that
language.
physical touch is your love language?
Yes, yes. I'm very kind. Of course, I have the mood of a Colombian when you find me, because I'm very passionate, but I know my heart. So I'm very intense sometimes, but I know my heart. I have a good heart, and but as well, I'm very lovable. I love them, the approachment, the pamper, the to be together. Well, I'm not a person. I'm independent. I'm not a person that I'm going to be bored. I need to see my friends with my girlfriends. No, I can be in my home. Completely focusing my studying, my projects. This is the way how I am.
Nice, Laura. Very nice.
Very, how to
Let's
say, homely, like
homely, yeah, home oriented.
home oriented.
Daniel has a question for you, Laura. He's asking, would Laura be open to living abroad, or would you like to remain in Colombia?
I would like to live where my heart will be. Of course, I can settle abroad. But of course, I have some business in Colombia and my roots. So I would like to have the freedom, to travel sometimes, not be like so attached in a place that, well, for example, Australia is too far away. You see, it's hard to come to Colombia too many hours of flight, you see. But yes, I'm open to live abroad with the right person.
Good, nice. Factory Laced is saying, I'm a teacher as well, and I have a master's degree in education. I understand the grind. Congratulations to her.
Thank you so much. This is the previous step for a master degree in psychology.
That's really cool. It sounds really interesting.
I'm very happy for that.
Your master is 2 years, or how long is the master?
2 years, starting from July. But how I say it is virtual. I need only to be like connected to the classroom Saturdays morning from whenever. Could be a beach in Bali or in Mexico or in Spain.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You can study and be in a different place. Okay, perfect. Danielle is asking, you already answered that a little bit. I think does Laura teach primarily remotely or in a classroom? I think you said remotely, no?
Yes, I prepared 100% remotely, but maybe I will see myself like sharing my knowledge in conferences or something someday, like in a TED talk or this kind of stages.
Okay.
Here is my cat, and I want to introduce you the cat.
Show me.
Venga, papi. Venga, mamá.
Oh, hi.
Everyone say hello to Tintin, my baby.
What's his name?
Tintin.
Tintin. Hi,
Like
Tintin.
Tonton from the French cartoons. But we say Tintin because it's how we read it in Spanish.
He looks cute. He doesn't look very happy right
now. No, I pamper him so much when he was so baby that I can have it on my lap all day. He's very, very lovely cat. He's 13 years, 13 years old. But I decided that if I leave, he will stay.
And when you leave, he will stay in Colombia. Okay.
Yes, because he'll no the carpet because he already has been so many years in this place, and he doesn't like to go out. So, move him to a new environment could be very stressful for the cat.
And you live alone, Laura, or with who do you live?
I live with my mother in this moment, so I'm very happy because I work remotely, and we have someone who helps us in home. But she's like my soul sister because she has been with us 30 years already. She arrived to our home when she was 15 years old, so we are the three musketeers. We help each other. So I always repeat to them that they are going to have the only people who is going to have shares in my company. They are my mom and her.
That's nice. That's really nice. And you have no sisters, no brothers, no, Laura?
Yes, from my mother. But between my mother and my father, there were a lot of age distance. They were 23 years age of difference. So when my mother met my father, he already had a previous marriage. He got divorced, And from that marriage, I have 4 sisters.
Oh, wow.
All of us,
Okay.
we are women. women.
Okay, yeah, but older sisters. Okay, so you're the youngest of the. Uh-huh.
I'm the
And
youngest.
from the second marriage, the only.
Correcto.
Okay, let's see. I did not know that Colombian women support their men during difficult times. Okay, Rodolfo, I think Colombian women, and I think a general woman, if it's a good woman.
I want to say something about that. Of
Mhm.
course, we are very, very supportive woman when we see that the man that we will have next to us as well is loyal and trustful. So I'm a believer that when women we are multipliers, and when you give a rose to a woman, she will cook for you the dinner with all the pleasure. And I truly believe that Colombia we have that kind of education and we have that traditions to care about our loved ones, not only the husband, the mother, the father, the siblings, the children too.
Yes, very caring culture, guys.
Mhm.
I love her energy, and her English is better than a lot of Americans.
Thank you so much.
Factory Lace is saying, so Mark is saying, I have traveled to Medellin many times and I have friends that are married that live there. I want to find a Colombiana that's happy and we have a lot in common. I'm half Cuban and Dominican. I live in the United States. Dice que quiere encontrar una colombiana que está muy feliz y que ustedes tienen mucho en común, que él es mitad cubano y mitad dominicano, pero vive en Estados Unidos.
Ok, de acuerdo.
Entonces hay que escribirse. You have to write her.
Yes.
Reach out, Laura. Mark was that. Mark, you have to try to write her. Laura is cute, Rodolfo is saying. Yes. Michael from San Diego is saying, hello, Maria. Always a pleasure to see you again. Hi, Michael. If we take a tour and we are meeting one of the local offices, are we able to see extra photos of the women? I hope to see you later this year, trying to decide between Barranquilla and Medellin. Wishing you and your family a happy Easter. Thank you so much, Michael. Michael, no, most of the times you will see the photos when you come into the office of the profile we have in the profile. So you will not usually see more photos, but sometimes we can ask the women if they have a couple of more photos they can send us. And if they do, we can obviously show you some more pictures. Sometimes we have some more additional also on file, then we can show you. But most of the times it's the one we have on the profile. Laura, describe me a little bit about the man that makes you fall in love. Like, can you tell me a little bit more and maybe about family? Would you like to have children? Would you like not to have children? Where are you at with that?
Okay, about children, I'm a believer that should be a very conscious decision. I'm not completely close about it because I know that I'm able to be a mother, but as well I'm open and even more open for a man who already has his own children. He has everything organized in his life with them. And I'm very lovely person. I love children. I love teenagers. So I'm pretty sure that I could, start a new family, have them and care about them like my own too.
So for you, it would be okay if he already has his own children.
Yes, but if we put that topic on the table, I told you I would like to have at least 2 children because I don't want to have on one children, no, because it was my case, and I feel that I needed a sibling from my own blood, 100%.
So if you would like to have children, so if you decide with your partner to have children, you would like to have 2, not only 1, because you
Not
don't
only
want
one.
it to be a single. You would like to have, because you grew up in the second marriage basically alone as an only child, and your sisters, your half
They were
sisters.
older. They
Yeah.
are from another generation.
Yeah. So you
Mhm.
would like to have two so that they can grow up together.
Correct.
Yeah.
For me, this is very
But
important, and what I study now tell me that.
but that's great that you're open. I mean, that's great. So if the right person wants children, you're open, and if not, then not. So that is great.
Mhm.
And and do you need a man that likes animals? I saw you have a cat, so you like dogs, you like cats. Does he need to like
I
animals or no?
love I love animals. I love
So that's
animals. So
important.
with a dog, yes,
And you
or
have
a
a
cat.
visa, Laura? You have a visa
Yes,
to the United States?
yes, I already have a current tourist visa.
How much longer do you have it valid?
Can you repeat, please?
How long, for how long? Like how many more years do you have it valid?
I just got it in October, the renewing,
Oh,
so I
nice.
have it
No.
10 years more. hmm
And did you go to the United States before? Did you visit?
Yes, yes. Even I have family in United
Oh,
States.
okay.
My sister lives in Illinois. She is an immigration lawyer in Illinois. So one of my niece from another sister, and this is a love story that maybe one day I will tell you. For generations, families come together in a marriage with my niece and a boy from United States who has Colombian roots, and they are living in they live in Missouri, and they already have a baby.
Oh, nice.
So yes, I have been mostly in the West Coast. West Coast is New York, yes, or this is East
New
Coast,
York is
East Coast.
New York is East Coast.
And the East Coast. So I have been in New York City, in Washington D.C., in Virginia, in Florida, mostly in Florida because my friends are in Florida.
That's nice. So you are familiar with the American culture.
Yes, one of my best, things to when I was in Washington, it was when going to a Smithsonian, and go alone around all the museums. My favorite one is the Science and Museum, but they were very big, so I need to go back because I couldn't see them all.
That's nice. That's good. Great, Laura. I love that. So, guys, if you're interested in meeting Laura, please. There are more questions. So let's do two more questions and then we're getting at the end of the show. So you need to ask Laura then questions more in private so that you can date each other. So did anyone ask her what her age range is? So Laura, edad de hombre, mínimo, máximo, like minimum age, maximum age. What would you date? Who would you date?
Okay, so guys, this is because the moment of the life that I am is because I'm full of energy in my projects, in my business. So I would like to have a life partner who will be like in the same frequency than me, developing his businesses, creating more businesses, active in his lifestyle, making exercises, someone who will enjoy to travel. So for me, I think a good difference in age for an elder person could be 10 years, 10 years. And for a younger person, I don't know, maybe 38, 37. This is depends of the mindset, how you say.
Perfect. So 37 youngest, 51 kind of
hmm
oldest. But guys,
hmm
if you're 52, or 53 and you're an active guy, please, I know how the women are. I do that every week. If it's a year, 2 or 3, and you're a great man, please don't get like scared now, like try it. And the worst that can happen is a no. But if you didn't try, then you will never know, right? So, but now you know more or less the age range. Factory is asking, how will men know that she is attracted to him? Does she show it? Does she communicate it effectively? In the US, a man has to figure out when the woman is interested in many cases.
I will let you know. I'm very direct, about. Yes, I'm a very clear person, and I don't like to play games with anyone. I'm a very respectful with other people's feelings. So and this is a thing. This is a lottery. Love is a lottery. So we will see. We need to try.
Perfect. I think that is perfect, Laura. I think with that we can end. And guys, so if you want to meet Laura, her ID number is 22. Let me check that one more time. 2044. Yeah. And then you just try your luck. Laura is very approachable. It's very nice. Thank you so much, Laura, for your time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And thank you for answering all the questions. That was really nice.
Thank you so much for this opportunity again. And I will hope to see you soon, even meet you in person one day.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome, Laura. I hope so. I hope so as well. So, guys, she's our featured woman for the month. So, yeah, take the opportunity, travel, meet her, write her, do a video call, whatever is necessary. And then I see you guys hopefully in 2 weeks. And bye, Laura. Thank you so much for everything.
Bye. Good evening. Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Professionally, I'm a lawyer with over 10 years of experience in the corporate world. However, over the time, I chose to build something of my own. Today, I run my online brand as a Spanish teacher and digital entrepreneur, sharing not just the language, but the beauty of our culture and traditions. I consider myself an intellectual and creative soul. I love learning, thinking, and expressing ideas. Yes, I have a current US tourist visa. My goal is to have a happy, committed marriage while continuing to grow personally and professionally. I want a partnership based on trust and support when we help each other to achieve our dreams.
Before the flight, before the first date, before any promise of overseas attraction, the process starts with seminars that seemingly deliver a pitch to American men who feel stuck. And leading that pitch sits international matchmaker John Adams, a man who has spent years explaining why some men look abroad in the first place.
It may be a better fit. There's certainly going to be a much more opportunity for a man who's been struggling here to get in front of women, to date women who are actually interested. And that's one of the huge differences. It's not just going to another country and just popping into a bar or something.
And in New York City, that message gets packaged as structure.
But you're not just flopping in the wind. We're there to help and guide you every step of the way.
But even the pitch comes with a disclaimer.
Does going abroad automatically fix that? Is it a panacea? No, that's not how it really works.
For skeptics, this sounds less like chance connection and more like a carefully managed process for men already frustrated by dating.
In the 30 plus years now that we've been doing this, we've never bashed American women or Western women. Modern dating can work. I think that this is an amazing and very effective option.
For anyone curious, skeptical, or somewhere in between, the pitch comes to New York City on April 25th. A chance to see the process and the questions around it, free of charge.
Warning, no man is prepared for what's happening in Cartagena on April 23rd. The city opens the door to unforgettable first dates that create real connections. Meet dozens of stunning single Colombian women during 2 nights of speed dating. Latinas who want to meet genuine foreign men, ready for lasting love. No apps, no swiping, just intimate moments that spark real possibilities. Colombia has a way of bringing the right people together. April 23rd, 2026, Cartagena. One trip and one connection can change everything. Warning, no man is prepared for what's happening in Medellin. On May 28th, the city opens the door to real connections and unforgettable first dates. 2 nights filled with dozens of stunning Colombian women, Latinas who want to meet genuine foreign men, ready for something real. No apps, no swiping, just intimate moments that spark real possibilities. Colombia has a way of bringing the right people together. May 28th, Medellin, our Latin tour. One trip and one connection can change everything.